I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, why hasn't big companies renamed geographical wonders? I know that's what you're thinking about. Why hasn't Walmart renamed the Grand Canyon to be the Walmart Canyon of Grand Savings? So basically, right, there's loads of laws and There's loads of laws and like regulations around renaming like geographical wonders for its history, but more so people actually know what it's called across the world. So, for example, right, the Grand Canyon wasn't always called the Grand Canyon. I know that's quite amazing to think about. There was some names tossed around. There was Great Canyon. There was Big Canyon. You kind of get there's a bit of a theme going here. So, essentially, there was a guy called John Wesley Powell, and he was the one who first came up with the term Grand Canyon. He was an American geologist and explorer, and he came across the place and he was like, nah, this isn't just big, this isn't just great, this is Grand Canyon. And essentially, yeah, he stole the name off the Native Americans. How I have a subplot going on from reading the facts of ChatGPT, right? And the subplot is that I think that Geordies actually should own the Grand Canyon. Hear me out, right? So there's Native Americans. The Native Americans, there's a tribe what live there. And the tribe what lives there is called the Havasupai, right? Havasupai. I was thinking, I've heard that before. When I was ill, right, and I was at my grandma's, I remember I was about 10 years ago, I was shivering, I was cold, I was a feeble morsel of a child, and I was saying, please, grandma, yeah, it's 16, I was definitely saying, please, grandma, please, can you save me? And then, basically, my grandma said, why do you not just have a soup eye? And I'm like, what? And I'm saying, how will that make me better? And she says, have a soup eye. Just have a soup eye, and then you'd be better. And then I was like, oh, I understand it now. But because of that core memory in my 16-year-old time alive, it's got me thinking, and Havasupai is Geordie. This tribe is a Native American, they're Geordie. I know they are. So I think that Americans and this guy, John Wesley Powell, got rid of the Geordie evidence in all the Geordie scriptures. There was like cave drawings of Harvey Barnes there. But basically, speaking about Harvey Barnes, because I know now that Geordies were the first native people to the Grand Canyon, right? I want to rename the Grand Canyon to Harvey Barnes Bathtub. And that's all I'm saying. I want Harvey Barnes Bathtub to be the new name. Because at the end of the day, I don't stand for such acts as theft. And I can stand for shithousery sometimes if it's done in the right amount. But theft, deceit, and that's what the Geordies have came across here. Because they've Havasupai were clearly a Geordie tribe, and I'm not sure if they're still there at the minute, but they've been silenced. And I want them to stand up for themselves. And I want all the Geordies to back them. So if you're with me, let's do this. Havasupai, Harvey Barnes Big Bath.